WesWes show.
All right, welcome to another episode of Channel 135. This is the podcast we talk about our favorite things in life, movies, TV shows, and pop culture. My name's Cams, and here with the brother, part-time MC at the club, Eric. How's it going, man?
Very good, bro. Very good.
Yeah, man, it's not even been 45 minutes that we've just left the movie theater. And we're gonna record a review of the movie we just watched, Alien Romulus. Yeah, man, we're gonna just discuss this movie, give our reactions. We'll try not to spoil it for the first 10-15 minutes, and then after that we'll do our warning and then get into some spoilers, talk about favorite scenes and whatnot. But no, man, yeah, man, just get your first reaction, bro. As soon as the credits were rolling, what was going through your head? The end credits. What was going through your head?
Oh, man, good movie. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a big fan of Aliens, but
You're not?
I think I did watch it, but I wasn't like hooked until Aliens when James Cameron did the second one, the military.
Yeah.
Because I thought that was so cool. It was a cool idea to make them like a hive, and with the soldiers in there as well, seeing if they could stand up to the aliens, which they didn't even last that long. But I think during that movie, that's when I really, really got into it.
When the end credits were rolling, I thought, shit, man, this is good. It's good. And it wasn't as, when I think about it, when you think about when Force Awakens first came out,
Yeah.
like you didn't really realize until later on that the same beats in Force Awakens was from Star Wars. Like everything that happened in Star Wars happened in Force Awakens. It was just a modernized version of it, and we didn't really realize until later on. And it kind of felt like shit for me, anyway. It kind of felt like shit. I got tricked into liking this movie. There's a reason why I like this movie because it used the same formula as the original Star Wars.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like when I think about Romulus, I understand that the same thing was happening. But I think with both the first and the second movies, Alien and Aliens, I think there's a lot of like the tone and the mood. There's a lot of things in this movie that reminded me of Alien, and a lot of things in the movie, especially the second half of it, that reminded me of Aliens.
Yeah.
The James Cameron version, right? So
I'll have to agree with you on that one too.
But it wasn't like Force Awakens when it took me a couple of weeks later to realize it. I actually realized it as we were watching, and it can go two ways. It can go bad or it can go good. But I feel like this one went good, you know? I think it was a homage to the first Alien and Aliens as well, you know? I think everything...
I reminisced it.
Yeah, exactly. And there was a tone, it was how dark it was, the isolation part of it.
Yeah.
The isolation scenes, you know? Yeah, man, so... I thought it was really good. I thought it was better than Aliens Part 3.
Oh, hell yeah. Way better.
That was directed by Fincher. David Fincher. I think that was his first movie. Then he did Seven and Fight Club. But and I thought it was way better than Alien Resurrection as well.
Yeah,
which was kind of like the fourth.
Yeah, that was out of it. That was a hard watch, that one, actually.
Yeah. I didn't really like... I understood Prometheus, but I didn't really enjoy it as much. Nah. But I liked it a lot. I like the Covenant, Alien Covenant. I like that.
Yeah, me too.
And I think this one was similar to Covenant, but I think it was a little bit better.
Yeah.
And plus the fact that it had a lot of the stuff from Alien and Aliens as well. But no, man, this movie is actually set in between Alien and Aliens, eh? So it's like sort of like an inter-prequel.
Yeah.
Like it's a prequel. Wait, it's a sequel to Alien, but it's a prequel to Aliens. So it's in between, right?
Yeah, there's even like some certain parts of some scenes in there that, hey, I'm sure this is like part one kind of, and then hey, this is like Aliens. Like some of the lighting. There was one scene where it's like a hologram lighting on the floor, and he puts his hand in it. was like, hey, that's the same lighting they had in the first one. But I
Yeah,
think it's just above the eggs or something.
that's
And
right.
an astronaut was like looking at it weird because there's like thousands of eggs, but this weird kind of light on top of it.
Yeah,
And I was like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah. There's a lot of things in the movie. A lot of the set pieces are the same. Like, you know how they have those flashing lights that go around and around, like
oh man,
the yellow lights.
yeah,
You see them all the time in these movies, eh?
yeah,
Especially with the machinery, especially with the exoskeleton machinery you see with the James Cameron version,
yeah.
eh? Like,
And the aliens here with the cargo,
yeah,
the
the cargo
cargo thing,
stuff.
the cargo
Um,
robot.
yeah, that's right. So it doesn't really go away from that sort of stuff. So you still see just the industry look of the future in this movie. Yeah, man.
Mm.
I You just touched a little bit on what you expected, but for me, I thought that when I watched the trailer, I thought the trailer showed a lot. I just thought the trailer showed all the plot of the movie. I said, "Oh shit!"
Oh, did you
Shouldn't
actually?
I watched the
Because
trailer and I thought, "Damn, trailer just showed everything."
I didn't really. I think I did catch a glimpse of it, but I wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna watch the trailer.
Mm,
So I didn't really watch the trailer. So this was a good experience for me. I
yeah,
always
that's
find
good.
it. I always find it when I don't watch the trailer for a movie, it's a bit of an experience.
Yeah, I kind of do that when you watch the teaser trailer. But when you watch the full trailer, you don't want it to
Yeah.
give away too much. And I thought it did. I thought that when I watched the full trailer for Alien Romulus, I thought, shit, that's a long trailer and shit. They just told me the whole story, right? But nah, it didn't really. There were some surprises in the movie that we'll probably touch on later on when we talk about spoilers. But nah, it didn't reveal much of the stuff that needed to be revealed when you actually watch the movie.
Yeah.
But man,
I didn't even know the timing of the movie either. Until you told me afterwards, then I was like, oh yeah, I could see that. I could see
yeah.
how it's between the two because Ripley was still in cryo sleep during that time.
Mm.
So I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting.
But what I did get from the trailer was I had that first Alien movie vibe, and even with the title was Alien,
Yeah.
you know. So I was thinking, okay, it's gonna be one alien, just like the first movie, right? I didn't really know what time it was in before I watched it. When I sort of clicked during the movie, when I thought, oh yeah, this is in between that, in between that. But
Mm.
no, I thought it was good. I thought that there was some jump scares. I
Yeah.
jumped maybe 4 times.
Yeah. I felt you jump. I was like,
Shit,
wow, you made me jump.
jumped into my chair, man. Fuck. Hate when that happens, but no, it's part of the experience. But yeah, man, I just wish the movie theater was packed day and there was a lot of and more animation.
Hey,
Hmm?
did that couple next to us? Did the girl cry?
I don't know.
I heard some. I'm sure I heard somebody like on your right hand side cry in one of the diff scenes. I was like, hey.
Oh,
I
really? Nah, I didn't hear.
was like,
Hmm.
it wasn't. I mean, it was bad, but it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
So,
So I don't know what to. I don't know what I wanted to expect from this film. I thought coming into it after watching the trailer, I thought that okay, they're trying to show us different ways to die. They're going to show us different ways that a xenomorph can kill a human. You know, like
yeah,
because we've had this is what the ninth, sixth, seventh aliens movie now,
yeah.
and we've seen them come out of the chest. We've seen them stab people with
The
their
tails,
tail. We've seen them
bite their heads off.
bite their heads with their second mouth in their mouth. You
Mm.
know, we've seen all that shit, and
You seen them swim?
yeah. So it was for me. I was expecting okay, they've probably found out new ways to have a death scene, but no, man, I was kind of surprised that they did show us some new ways for a death scene. Some of the scenes, eh?
Yeah, yeah.
But
Some interesting ways too.
yeah, but yeah, what I didn't expect was to get the aliens, the James Cameron vibe in it as well.
Yeah, I think that came for me later. I think that James Cameron vibe came for me later afterwards, especially yeah, especially towards when we get to that scene.
Mm.
When it came to like the later parts of the movie, that's when I was like, oh, this does remind me of Aliens. It's got the aliens vibe to it.
Did you see the campaign, the marketing campaign they did for this movie?
No.
So they actually put actual actors out on the streets of New York
What?
and just have them just lie down in random places with uh, with a facehugger, and the
Ooh.
facehugger is actually moving.
Oh.
Yeah, they had them in random parts of the city.
Fuck, there's face huggers, man. I mean, wow, right, the emphasis on the face huggers in this movie was crazy.
Mm.
And yeah, it rocked me, man, a little. And yeah, I did jump a couple of times in those scenes, but I was like, man, fucking I hate face huggers, bro. Big time, especially after this movie.
Yeah, you're right. There was a lot of face
Hmm.
hugging going on, or face huggers running around the place. But
Fuck yeah.
although it's scary enough. You can almost make a movie just with the face huggers, and
Face
that's it.
huggers.
Don't worry about the aliens, Like,
Wow. Harder.
but yeah, man, I was interested in the campaign, and I find that a lot now when popular movies come out. The studios run these campaigns, these marketing campaigns, when they put real actors out on the street,
Yeah.
improvising. Like, when that movie Smile came out,
Yeah.
and they had those
People
people
smiling.
just in random places just steady still and smiling.
Fuck.
Like they put actors in the baseball games, so they'll buy a ticket behind the batter.
Yeah.
So when the camera's on the
Camera.
batter, there's the actor behind the camera just smiling.
Fuck.
Just they did that, and they did the one for what's that the robot one? There's the AI takes over the AI against humans. That movie just came out last year. But they did a campaign on that when they put AI in one of the football games. It was one of the it was the LA team.
Oh, okay.
They put some AI robots, but actors and AI in the same suit in the movie,
Shit.
like walking around the stadium and that.
Man,
I forgot the name of the film.
imagine putting some face huggers on the baseball game. Fuck that. Oh, actually, I did see on my Instagram feed during one of the viewings for the Alien Romulus shows that a guy got like, you know how the alien busts out of your chest?
Yeah,
He had like a little puppet in his chest, and he was faking like he was throwing up and everything
yeah.
in
Oh,
front
in
of
the
the
movie,
crowd.
yeah. In the
Yeah,
movie, yeah, yeah,
at the movie, and then the little alien bust out, and everybody was applauding him.
yeah.
Like, oh shit, that would have been cool.
It is pretty
That was
cool,
me.
and I think it talks to how studios trying to get people back to the movies again,
Yeah,
because now a lot of people don't go back to the movies after COVID, especially. So they need to do something to make people go. Because, man, for me, man, like when you're watching horror in the big screen,
yeah,
the movie theater has to be packed.
yes, yes,
That's the ultimate experience.
yeah,
Like, for a packed theater watching a horror movie, man.
yeah. Shit, I can't remember the last horror movie that I've ever watched that I've been in the back theater.
Hmm.
The last movie I can remember that was really super packed to the room. Like people were even sitting on the steps was The Return of the King,
Oh
Lord of the Rings. That was absolutely super packed to the depth.
yeah,
And that was up at Westgate too.
yeah,
So shit. That and
yeah.
Independence Day.
I thought also the cinematography was pretty good. Like the white shots and
Yeah,
a bit of Star Trek vibe, sort of like in the beginning there, which was
yeah,
pretty
man.
cool. I like because the music as well.
Yep.
Was pretty cool too.
The sets
Sort
were
of,
crazy,
yeah. They were crazy.
especially the beginning.
It's a movie you have to watch on big screen, and I know there's IMAX showing. I wonder. I wouldn't mind watching it in IMAX, just to get the biggest screen feel. Because
Yeah,
a lot of those white shots, especially out of space,
yeah.
would have been awesome on IMAX screen.
There's white shots kind of reminded me of um shit. What's that movie with Riddick? The first one was it Black Pitch?
Pitch Black.
Oh, Pitch Black Pitch. Pitch Black. Yeah.
Yeah.
How they fly at the end when he's flying out, and you have the with the planets and stuff and all the rings and all that shit.
Mm.
Kind of gave me that vibe as well.
Mm.
But yeah. There's a Star Trek vibe to it.
Yeah, especially that scene. It's not listed as a horror. It's listed as has a thriller, but it has a lot of horror elements in it. I thought it was intense too at some parts. There's some scenes I never seen in the Aliens movie. We'll talk about those as well.
Yeah.
So those are pretty cool. Because when it comes to a franchise film like Aliens, especially, you think you've seen it all, and you have to rely on the story to take us to a new part of it, because it's the same thing, like you get an alien coming out of a egg. It's a facehugger. Facehugger gets to a human, places the embryo in their chest, bursts out the alien. But the thing that I never knew about was how fast they grow.
Yeah. The soldiers go pretty quick, eh?
Hmm.
Like the normal xenomorphs, they grow really fast, but the queen takes ages, I think. Because Ripley had a queen in the last one, I think the third one.
Yeah.
Where she jumps into the pit and then tries to come out of her chest
Mm.
and she holds it in.
Yeah, I thought that this movie went well and introduced us to new characters too. I think one of the main characters probably a replacement for Ripley because Sigourney Weaver's old. Even though she died in part 3, she fell in the lava in part 3. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, man, it's kind of cool to see because this is part of the prequels. So it starts with Prometheus, which is the first prequel.
Yeah.
Then Alien Covenant, now Alien Romulus, which is probably happens after Alien. So
Yeah. So it would have
Covenant,
been Alien
hmm?
Covenant and then Alien and then Alien Romulus and then Aliens.
Yeah. So they're trying to fit in the evolution of the aliens, right? Of evolution of the xenomorph, right?
Yeah.
So we know from Prometheus that it starts from them. They create sort of like the gene that creates the xenomorph, right? But has to go through different go through embryo to get to a new kind of
Species.
a new kind
I,
of form.
I
Hmm.
reckon it was by a fluke because they didn't actually know that it was going to do that, right? Because it affected didn't it affect one of the engineers? No, the android injected it into the lady, and she had the baby or whatever, the giant face hugger
Yeah.
thing that took the engineer and then made the alien. Fuck, that's all fucked up.
Well, the first alien was white, and it didn't look
Yeah,
like the final xenomorph cut there. Hmm.
yeah, because it was still because it took the engineer, and then it came out white. But then you see the other ones that they all come out black, man, and how their mouth just like heaps of water, just saliva just coming out of their mouths. Like
Hmm.
man, old school tradition.
How are you finding these prequels? Because Alien's not the only one that has prequels. A lot of Star Wars you have to fill in the gaps and all that kind of stuff. But how are you feeling about that?
I find them interesting, especially Prometheus,
Mm.
just because of that whole story with how I think we were talking about it earlier, how the DNA in this storyline composites is a composition of the human DNA, how the human started, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I reckon that kind of story is pretty cool.
Mm.
And then I don't know who came up with that kind of story, but it's really creative. Then just
How'd you find the actors?
on Romulus, yeah,
Yeah, and
pretty
the
solid,
characters.
eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, really solid. The main character was pretty cool. Her what do you call them? The supporting actors. Yeah, they were even better too, especially the android.
Mm.
You always gotta have an android in these alien movies, right?
Yeah.
There's always an android in there making up some plans of his own.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. That's right. Um. Yeah, man. Shall we get into some spoilers?
Yeah.
Okay. If you haven't watched Aliens Romulus, suggest you pause this podcast, then go watch it and come back. We're gonna spoil this. We're gonna spoil the movie, baby. Okay, man. Your favorite scene?
Ooh. Probably when they were making their way to the elevator.
Mm.
The whole how they had to get through all that I don't know what it's called. That stuff they make on the hallways. Or they is it their shit? Is it their walls or shit that they put on the wall? Or their curvy stuff that they hide themselves with? You know how they hide themselves within the walls?
Yeah.
And they're trying to make their way through that.
Do you think it's organic, or is it just something
I thought it
that
was their shit. Also, I don't know. I don't know where it comes from.
it's probably coming from the ass, like a spider web, eh? Like
Yeah,
similar to spiders.
yes, yes,
Eh,
yes.
they make a
Yeah,
web, and
that makes
then
more sense.
they just make their sort of home, make it more homely for them, eh?
Yeah, before raises up the temperature for them,
Mm.
man. Keeps
Mm.
it nice and hot.
And that's why, like, I thought you can break down if you wanted to compare this movie to the rest of the Aliens franchise, right? I would break this down into two parts. Like the first part of this movie is so alien,
Harder,
and then the second part of
harder.
this movie, like
It's
when your favorite
aliens.
scene when they going through the so like the hallway with the alien stuff around it. That's aliens. That's straight from aliens. And when you see that, like the first time, this was the first time you see multiple aliens
Yeah,
show up, eh? And that's
yeah,
oh yeah, this is aliens kind of vibe. But you got the same machine gun too, so and it
yes.
makes the same machine gun sound you hear in the James Cameron one. But yeah, man, it's and that's all the homage stuff that comes through.
Yeah,
But
the other cool thing to that scene too is how they put the gravity part of it in,
mm,
and then yeah, that was because they didn't want the blood to fall onto the floor, right?
mm.
So they used gravity to keep everything afloat. So there was no chance of the alien's blood when she does shoot them for it to hit the floor and then make a hole into the hole and everybody gets blown out of space.
I
So
thought that was clever, eh?
that was pretty neat.
I thought that was clever. And when you're going to make a game out of it, you can so see a stage in the game where you have to float and avoid the
The blood.
acid blood, eh?
I don't know. That was cool.
When you're kind of floating. So that was a new thing that I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. I'm usually
Yeah.
good. I'm usually good at thinking that they're going to use something later on. Like they'll introduce something in the beginning of the movie to use later on. Like when they play the one of the gravity. I should have known
Yes.
that they'll use
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
I should
It's
have known.
it's like in the Aliens where Ripley wants to help out in the cargo ship, right? And she goes, "Oh, I could use the whatever it's called,
Yeah,
the thing that moves the cargo."
skeleton thing.
Yeah, and you kind of know, oh, maybe she's going to use that in some
Yeah,
way later on in the movie.
yeah,
Like
that's
you
right.
don't know how it's going to work in, but you know it's going to be used.
But even the part when she had the idea of getting one of those broken down androids to get their memory and use Andy to see what the code is like. Oh yeah, that's a good plan.
But they look like it so looked like a SIM card here on the phone. I she
Mm,
just pulled the Android's memory card out and then add the other Android's memory card to her Android and just put it in and reset it and activate it and away goes Andy.
mm,
It's like holy shit, just like a SIM card on the phone. Crazy.
yeah. When we were coming home after the movie, you mentioned about you liked the look of the colony on
Yeah, in the
that planet
beginning.
in the beginning.
It's
Like
just the
what was the part that you liked about it?
It's like the whole set, like with the big trucks and that, and all the people doing the mining jobs,
Mm,
and it's just it looked like an actual place where people would go and mine on a planet that's probably 50,000 years away from Earth,
mm,
just for money, just like how they do it here on Earth,
yeah.
same sort of thing. But it looks believable. The whole set was so cool, and you can see like the struggling with the communities, like the same kind of struggles like they got on Earth. So it's like holy shit, it's believable.
Yeah. Well, we don't get to see anything like that in the world in the other franchises. Like I remember in James Cameron version in the James Cameron movie, they're on Earth, but we never see outside that hospital
Yeah,
that Ripley's in, and she
yeah,
goes have a meeting to say that she's gonna go with the army. We don't really see a colony living in aliens as well, eh? So
we do see them indoors.
mm,
Like you see the like everybody going about their business and stuff, and man, those guys look way more happier than the ones in Romulus. Like the ones in Romulus, they all look like they just want, they have to do this job because if they don't, they don't get any money, or life is hard for them. But on the aliens one, they look way more off. But unfortunately, the aliens were on the planet already. Yeah, sad buzz.
I mentioned before that about the set pieces and the space scenes. That scene when they fly up into orbit,
Bro, that was cool.
and you can see the rings of the planet they're on,
Yeah.
or the asteroid belt,
Mm,
the rings around the planet. But that whole scene and the music that came in, it reminded me a lot like Star Trek.
yeah.
When they were approaching that space station.
I was kind of drifting away for a bit on that scene because it was
Mm.
pretty cool.
It doesn't make sense to me that that space station was just there and no one went in. I wonder why.
And yeah, I wonder what, and how the kids found out about it too. I'm sure Wayward would have been able to track it.
Or
But
maybe someone's coming because they're so far away. Someone's coming in. Like it's like what 60 years to get there or something from
yeah,
Earth.
probably when they took the when they started experimenting on that asteroid piece that they found.
Mm.
Man, I don't know how it survived in space. Because that's the same alien from the first one, right? That she checked
Uh,
out.
that she chucked out of the airlock.
Yeah, but she checked the second one out of airlock too, eh?
Mm.
So it was like, holy shit, which one is it? But
I forgot the end of Alien, like the first one. Didn't he go sucked out through that hole? Was it a small
uh,
hole? Oh, nah, that was Covenant.
yeah, there was a covenant. There was a covenant one, yeah.
Mm.
Because the other one got chucked out. It got chucked out of the airlock. It tried
Yeah.
to come back, and then eventually drifted off into space. I don't know how the ship was still there or the wreckage and that. I didn't even know how they found the alien. It was a buzzy scene.
So it was the Romulus ship. They brought the alien in there, and then they did all the research there, and they all died.
Doing all the experimentation and all that hurrah.
Mm. Yeah, that scene when Ash from the first one he shows up. So Ian
Ash.
Holm is the actor's name. He died. He died in 2020.
Oh, true.
Um, yeah. So yeah, it's interesting how they can bring characters back.
Yeah, after
Through
they.
CGI. They did it with Princess Leia in Rogue One.
Yeah,
They,
they also
they,
did it with that one of the captains too on Star Wars, eh?
they did it with Grand Moff Tarkin
Yes,
on
that's
Rogue
right.
One as well, and on Mandalorian they brought Mark Hamill back, young Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker with the CGI in that.
Yeah,
So I
that's
don't know
busy.
what that does with the politics around it. Like how does the family get any money for showing his face? I mean that was the whole reason for the strike as well.
Strikes,
Like
yeah.
how's AI gonna work with actors? Like you can't use my face if I'm not there. I should get paid for you using my face.
Yeah, there
Mm.
must be some kind of agreement with the families.
Mm. But you can just tell it was CGI. It
Yeah,
didn't look
wow.
natural.
No, that was probably the only off-putting thing. Like with the first scene with that android, and you know who it is. They look way off.
Mm.
Like it absolutely looked like the CGI. That looked like shit. That was probably the only off-putting scene. And then after a while, you forget, and you just okay, let's just get into the story,
Yeah,
to
yeah,
what
yeah,
this android has to offer.
yeah.
And he starts explaining what's this and there, what are they doing in there. And he's like, oh yeah, so you get into it now.
Like I mentioned before, I got a fright like 2 or 3 times.
Mm,
A lot of it was tense and scary because that was good how they used the score. Like they turned the score off in
yeah,
some scenes.
yeah,
The
because
use of not having any music at all,
that's
like
the best.
silence. The
That's the
silence.
best. Yeah, that's the best. I hate it when they play scores and they get that. You know it's gonna happen. You know when
Yeah,
it's gonna happen. They get da, and then it happens and it's like oh. But when there's like no score, and then you have a chick running up to the door and goes, "Oh, we can get up through this way, through here," and next minute something just jumps out the window. You're like, "Oh, it's like
yeah.
oh shit, man!" They're
But
doing a lot of
it's even
damage.
subtle, more subtle than that. Because in the beginning of the movie, when you see the ship approach, it's dead silent, and the camera pans over the ship, and it
Yeah,
goes to the window, and then the first noise that happens is the computer when the computer lights up, and it's a loud noise, and you get this kind of like a fright. But it happens again when they're walking to before they enter that room with all the facehuggers in. When they say they have to make the room temperature the same as their temperature, so they can.
oh, and the automatic lockdown.
Yeah, it's when their facehugger comes to the tries to get her, but slams on the window.
Yeah,
Like it's silent, and then when that hits, it's like shit, you get a fright, and that's one of the frights I got.
Man, especially when they get out of the room, and then the facehugger just manages to get through that door, that little gap, right, and then it flies at the girl and finally gets her on the face. Like, oh, come on, man! I jumped up at that scene too.
Well, it's creepy, eh? Like you see these facehuggers in a different way,
Fuck it, bro.
because there's certain scenes there that just freak you out. Like that before that part, you see when they're just one of the facehuggers comes through the door, but the other ones are trying to get through, and they're all like,
yeah, like little spiders
with their hands, you know, and the way they run around, you can, they're like tapping
so
on the
aggressive, man.
So freaky.
Aggressive.
I still hate those things, man. And I remember playing the Aliens game back in the days on PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
PlayStation 1, I think it was. It was an Aliens game. But when those facehuggers come on the screen and they just cover the whole screen, that's freaky, man. Because they crawl up the screen.
Yeah.
Man, I'm scared of that, man. It's fucked.
Awful.
Yeah. So no, man, I think it was a good balance of everything we loved about Aliens is in this film, eh?
Yeah, there was a little bit of everything in there. A lot of frights and a little bit of ugh.
Yeah, that's right.
I was like, oh shit! Like I had my feet earlier. So
I was kind of disappointed when I told you I watched the trailer. And the trailer showed a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
One thing they showed was the part where he had a X-ray torch.
Oh, okay.
And automatically I knew, fuck, X-ray torch. So we're gonna see the alien inside the chest. You know, so that kind of, because if you watch that for the first time and you watched all the Aliens films, you'll think to yourself, oh fuck, that's new.
Yeah, it is.
And that's what I was trying to get at with what I expected. Like,
Yeah.
I hope I didn't want them to show us something we've already seen, but I expected they were gonna show us different ways a xenomorph can kill a human.
But did you hear the sound effects for that? That when the alien finally came out of her chest,
Yeah,
like you could hear the bones cracking and breaking in her chest and that,
and
then it finally pops out. I was like, man, that's way better than the first one, I reckon. But nah, I still like the first one. How it broke out of the chest and everybody freaked out.
But that's the thing, eh? That's the thing, eh? We know these things are gonna happen. We know the law of aliens, so
I don't know how they could surprising.
Yeah, to me it feels like man, we're gonna watch this again and again. We're gonna watch different ways of this happening, But I don't know. I'm not sure if we will ever not get sick of seeing it.
No.
But, I mean, if they're gonna make multiple Aliens films after this, we get it, right? Yeah.
Gonna be seeing a lot of chest cracking. But yeah, just that sound there when she was like, it's like, oh, what the fuck? And then she was like snapping in 3 places, and then holy shit.
The other scene that was kind of new, and I touched on this before, I never knew how long it took for an alien, for a xenomorph to come out of a chest to be a full-grown xenomorph. How long does that take? It does. Now I know it doesn't take long.
It's not even like an hour or anything. It's like 30 minutes, 20 minutes, and then you have a full-grown xenomorph. For the facehugger itself, it wasn't even on her face that long. Wow, they managed to get it off, right? But already planted it to see.
It was funny how they're trying to get it off, and Andy says, "No, you can't. You should die." And then they're just all talking amongst themselves. "Oh, this is happening to their mate." Their mate's getting pumped for embryo.
Oh man, gross.
But that's the thing. They don't know what's going on. But as an audience, we've seen the other movies. We know what's gonna happen, right?
Yeah. We were expecting that, especially when it attached itself to her face. Yeah. No way to get that shit off.
So what I didn't expect was the last alien. That's what I didn't expect at the end.
Oh,
the last Alien.
yes.
Because when you think about what Ash was saying as an android
Yeah,
about the xenomorphs, they're like the perfect specimens, perfect killing machine. Eh?
yeah,
I mean, if you think about it, they don't look ugly. They look ugly, but not ugly as you know it. Like there's a sense to their form. There's a sense to what they look like.
yeah.
You know, and
They can live in almost in any environment.
yeah, but what they look like is it's kind of beautiful when you think of it that way. Because it's like when you think of the when you think of when you think of Wayland calling them a perfect specimen, a
Mm,
perfect kind of killing machine. They got everything. They got acid for blood. I mean, they got a face that it's usable, right? They've got arms, they got legs, but they're all symmetrical.
yeah,
I mean, there's nothing sort of. I know they look different to humans, way different. You know, they got big teeth and a lot of saliva, and they got big heads. You know, but
and what?
but they're still like, you know, they still got a head, arms, and legs, right? But there's nothing awkward about them. They don't have a bendy leg and another different kind of leg. They don't have one knee on one side and two knees on the other side.
Yeah,
They don't have two elbows on one side and three elbows on the other side. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like they're a species. They're a perfect species, right?
mm,
When you see the last alien, the half human, half xenomorph, look, he's got his elbows going every which way. He's got like, you know, he's like a spider. You look at him. He's got a face of a engineer. But if you look at his body, he looks like a girl because he's got a hole. He's got a hole in between his legs. He must, and but
that's it.
he's got male features, right?
Yeah,
So he's all over the place. His design is messy. So
yeah.
he's not perfect yet. Eh? He
Nah,
hasn't
I think he has
he
to go through another transformation.
that that version of whatever that was
Right, was
after
hype.
she injected her with that black shit. Yeah, that was a monster. That
Yeah,
was a deformed because it's not evolved. It's not the final sort of product there.
yeah. I like the CGI for that for that particular Alien 2. Like I was like, oh nah, I didn't like it. I reckon it was gross. Probably as worse as the Android
Mm.
CGI. But
I
yeah,
didn't expect that. I expected maybe there was a facehugger still in there somewhere because I knew there was more to come, and I was trying to figure out what it was.
yeah. I didn't expect the half alien and half engineer.
Yeah, I didn't expect it either, but I didn't. I thought that because that girl, um, forgot her name, when she injected herself,
Mm,
maybe she'll turn herself into she'll evolve into something.
that's what I thought.
I didn't
I
expect the
actually
baby
thought,
to be something.
yeah, I knew the baby was going to be something, and I also thought the mother might be.
Mm.
Because you remember the guy when he got on Prometheus, when one of the guys got infected, he actually changed fully. Like, and he infected. That's right. He got infected, and then he had sex with a girl, and he infected the lady with with his sperm, which was already infected by the goo. That's right. That's how it started.
What? Say it
Oh,
again. What happened?
so what happens on Prometheus is that the android
Yeah,
plants the black goo into the guy's drink. The guy
yeah,
has his drink, right? Then later, because they're celebrating because they found the planet, so
yeah.
the guy goes back to his chambers and has love time with his partner. She gets pregnant straight away because of the black goo,
Mm.
but it rapidly starts growing. But he's still infected by the black goo himself, so he changes into a full on monster, and then the girl starts rapidly. Her pregnancy starts going through its metamorphosis stages like straight away, right off the bat.
Mm.
Like in a couple of days, she's already showing. But
So that
she tries to cut the baby up before it starts producing. But instead of killing it, she chucks it in the room and then closes the door. And later on, you find out at the end it's like a big ass octopus vagina.
what?
And I was like, holy shit! I thought that's what was gonna happen on Romulus. When the girl started checking it herself, I was going, oh fuck! They're gonna have one of those octopus vaginas coming out of her. I was like, oh man! But when they showed the egg, I was like, oh, that's like That's like how the other one came out. But then when you
Yeah,
see the humanoid thing inside there, it was like, ooh,
yeah.
whoa.
So that's the beginning of the start of the xenomorph, right? They're trying to
Mm,
make a xenomorph, right? So they have to go through all this process until it's perfect. So that first version of it of the xenomorph was that sort of ugly sort of monster thingy
yeah. Yes.
until they get it right. So
Yeah.
and it's like the alien at the end of this one, like it's half human, the half human one. Like it's not perfect yet, right? It's got all the attributes of it's got power, it's got everything, it's got it's got strength, it's got you know it's got talons and all the killing machine stuff, but it doesn't. The look isn't right yet.
Yeah.
It has to go through a process of I don't know some more um, embryos, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm. And I think
Because
that's the point of what's going on with all these movies.
yeah.
Like, how do they make the perfect specimen
Because
alien?
what the company's trying to do, right, is trying to
We're trying to live forever. Eh? They're trying to evolve humans so they can live forever, right?
they're trying to involve humans to be more adaptable to wherever they are
Mm.
because they get sick on the planets that they're on at the moment. So I think the company's trying to find ways of mucking around with the DNA. So if they put a bunch of humans on a planet that has some kind of disease, they're vulnerable to it. I mean, they don't get hurt or they don't get sick.
Mm.
And I think that's what they're trying to do with the humans. But because humans are getting like how the kids' families, how their dads and parents and that they get sick because of all the mining they're doing there, and they're all just perishing.
Mm.
The systems can't handle it. So like, yeah, it's busy. Yeah,
It's basically
easy to
because
make a buck.
this is the first time I actually realized that they're not looking for these xenomorphs for weapons.
It
There's a
might be,
bigger, yeah.
might be still.
They're probably it's like, but it's not the priority. The priority is to get the DNA to evolve the human race. Eh?
Yeah, probably that is probably. Well, in a way, there'll be a military use for it anyway.
The other scene I thought that was kind of neat in terms of being cool that I haven't seen before was the death of the cousin.
Cousin. Oh yes, with the blood. Is it? Is that the one?
Yeah, he's the guy with that was mean to Andy.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so he gets acid. He dies of the acid blood.
yeah. That's right. Because his girlfriend got. The part I didn't get
Mm,
was when okay, his girlfriend died, right? The Asian girl died. The
yeah.
pilot. The alien jumps out of her chest, and then the alien cocoons itself to go for another process,
Mm.
and then the other girl, um, the one that's pregnant, is like hugging him like she's the partner to the baby. Did you get that?
Well, some he's the father.
And then it felt like she was like hugging him. I don't know if she was hugging him because she was scared, or she was hugging him like she was. That it was him that was the father to the baby.
Right.
I
Yeah,
was
must
like,
be.
oh, I don't know.
Oh
But
yeah, I remember that scene. They're just looking at each other. Eh?
yeah, I kind of got that vibe. But anyway, he carried on, grabbed whatever he had, that weapon of his,
Mm.
and then shoved it in the egg and thought that it might kill it. But the damn thing was still alive and it perked the shit out of him.
Yeah, I was thinking something else. When they were looking at each other, the way they were, I
Yeah.
was thinking, oh shit, what are they gonna fuck now? Because I was like, I think there's some things you gotta look. Hey man, no time for that, man. There's xenomorph right there.
Nah, nah, that's definitely not what I thought. I knew straight away. There's something. I was thinking, man, that guy knocked up his mate's sister, bro.
Mm,
Was having a fit. It was having a fling on the side.
yeah,
I was like, oh, what a sad guy. But anyway, like I said, he busts the egg. Then the alien comes out.
you
You
mentioned
know,
every alien movie needs an android. So what'd you think of Andy as a character?
man, he was interesting
Mm,
because he was a malfunctioning android.
yeah,
And then like he wasn't right. I mean, to the point where he was like scared. Like he was really, really scared for an android. But every other android we've seen before him, they always followed the rules or always been brave, or they had a real sadistic motive. But this android was like a scaredy cat kind of android. So it was a different pool. But I knew he'll probably have a main part to the role. I was just like wondering, shit, how is this guy going to fit in the story? All the androids before him, man. Some of them have been devious, some of them been brave, and some of them have been just plain old crook.
Yeah, that's right. So, you probably expected him to be a crook in the end, but he was kind of when they put that new chip in the me.
Yeah,
He didn't. He was sort of like on the bad guy side, on the company side. But
I
they
was
managed to,
expecting that too. I
they
was like,
managed to,
oh no.
yeah. So you still get the bad alien, the bad android deal, just like you do in all other movies too. So the same beats, the same sort of things happen, same look,
Mm,
same kind of. But I thought it worked. I thought you can have all the same things as the other movies and be boring or be or be stupid or be or be suck.
yeah,
But I think no, I think it worked well there
yeah. They pretty had all the same similarities from the first and the second movie, but it seems better.
because I
It
don't think
complements the
Hollywood.
other two movies.
I think Hollywood does this to make sure that they can they can come off the back of a true success. Like
Yeah,
if it worked for Alien, we'll do the same and we'll work for Alien Romulus. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, yeah,
and for a new audience that comes in and maybe watch this film, it's modernizing how audience felt when they first watch Alien. It's
mm,
modernizing how audiences felt when they first watch Aliens, the James Cameron one. I don't talk about Alien 3 because I thought that sucked big time, like the worst. But
a
yeah,
bunch of men on a planet that like in prison or something.
yeah, that's right.
I was like through the whole movie I was cringing that they won't hurt Ripley in
But it
any
came out of
way.
a dog, eh?
Yeah, no, a buffalo.
Buffalo.
Yeah, it came out of a buffalo, so it had like four legs like a buffalo, but it could move real quick.
Shit.
So like anything it comes out of is probably adapts some kind of inheritance of their DNA.
Mm.
So it came out of a bird and might have wings. Fuck, imagine that. A face hugger hugging the bird, and the next minute the xenomorph's got wings. Holy shit, man!
um, yeah, man. Let's give some awards, man. So let's go for the best. So who wins your Dalium award for the movie?
What do you mean? So,
The best thing in the movie. Who wins the
best
Dalium
thing,
award?
man. I reckon the best thing was the X-ray.
Yeah, the
That
X-ray
was cool.
torch.
Yeah, the X-ray torch. That was that was mean, man.
Mhm.
That was cool.
Oh, that reminded me. The cornbread was a. Remember
Oh yeah,
the cornbread part? That was on
yeah,
Aliens, eh? When they eat the cornbread for lunch. You can eat your cornbread, or something's in the cornbread or something. When
yeah,
it was when Ripley found out that Bishop was an android because he started bleeding.
yeah. He had that whatever he had that supplement that androids have
Yeah,
instead of food, and she just fucking snapped.
yeah. She got up and threw the thing. Stay the fuck away from me, Bishop. And then the guy says, "Oh, I think she didn't like the cornbread either." So the cornbread comment in Romulus was I think was a
A
nod to
tribute to yeah,
that line. And there's a few things too, like at the end when near the end when Andy he shoots the last xenomorph
yeah,
and he
yes,
says, "Stay away from her, you bitch."
yeah,
That's exactly what Ripley said. Eh?
yeah. To
But he
the other
kind of paused
xenomorph.
there.
Yeah, because I think he didn't know how to pronounce bitch.
Really, I thought he paused so people in the audience can say it,
Oh,
and then he said "bitch" after. That's what I
yeah,
thought.
yeah. That makes more sense. That's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
I had the other two guys behind us cracking up a little bit. They were like
Mm.
laughing, like he. And I said that when we left, I looked at them like, bro, these guys are old ass.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, geez, they were all old school Alien fans.
Yeah.
But did you notice something about the cast though for this Alien movie? They're all pretty young.
Mm.
It was like a teenager movie. I think the only adult there was the Rook, the half android. Everyone else, shit, young kids.
So Kaylee Spaney is the actress that plays Rain.
Rain.
Yeah, she came on Pacific Rim Uprising in 2018, and she's been in other things. She was on the basis of Six, and she's on Vice.
Yeah, it's a young cast for this movie.
Yeah,
Usually they have a couple of old people in there. Not this time around.
yeah. So I wonder if the next Aliens movie, are they gonna continue on with the story or actually go ahead? Because I think there's gonna be a series, a TV series.
Oh wow. You'll probably expect that goo to be because they took a jar of it with them, man. Or that black goo will be popping up here and there.
Yeah, it's funny because Aliens over the years through the comic books, Dark Horse comic books, have always been affiliated with with,
The Predator.
with Predator as well. And
Yeah.
then they finally put two movies out there: Predator versus Aliens, Aliens versus Predator. But they suck shit.
I wish they could go back and redo that, but somehow into this story into it.
Yeah, they sucked, man.
Because I don't know how they would with the ideas of the engineers and that and
Mm.
the aliens and now the predators. How that man, that's like
To be in
out
the
of a
same
picture.
universe, kind of thing.
Yeah, it'd be buzzy.
Mm.
I would expect the predators to go after the engineers. Yeah, the X-ray thing was pretty cool.
My Delium Award goes to, I think, Rain.
Yeah,
Goes to Rain. She did a good job of becoming, like same as she did a good job of becoming Ripley at the end there.
yeah,
You know, when she killed the last alien, you know, he went down. What'd she say? Die, motherfucker.
yeah. Even having the balls to go down there and face that thing, eh? And how
Yeah.
scary it looked. Fuck. I was like, hell no.
Mm.
Especially when you saw its fucking head and shit and what it was doing to the other lady. Like it was sucking on her titty or some shit. No, its tongue thing. I don't know what it was doing, but it was sucking on something. I was like, fuck. And then that shit in its mouth came. Oh, yeah. Anyway.
I think she gets Medallion Award. And the move of the movie was when she was trying to avoid that acid in the air, and she shot her gun to move her body down.
That's impossible. Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. I agree with that. That was a cool
Yeah.
move. It was
Yeah.
like all that acid blood. It was like this, like a spiral type floating in the air. And then she's coming towards it. And she uses her gun to direct herself.
Down.
That was bad.
So what? Yeah.
That was badass.
How about the worst thing in the movie? Anything that
Come on,
who
man,
gets your Reuben Thorne Award?
That's the CGI with the Rook and the
Oh,
CGI
yeah.
for the last flipping alien, bro. They're both bad.
You know what? I looked at that. I was thinking, "Fuck, that CGI is bad," and I knew the actor was dead. So no way they brought him back looking young again. He was old as when he died. Ian Holm, but Ash, yeah, he's back. But I thought that would make an excuse of well, he's fucked up Android, so he's got that's part of the CGI. Nah, mate, that's just bad CGI, mate.
Oh no,
You know what I
straight
mean?
off the bat, that was super bad. Even if they gave the excuse that was I fucked up Android, nah, it was just fucked up CGI, bro.
Hmm.
Straight up. Face was out of proportion, everything.
Actually, there was
Shades were wrong.
a lot of good stuff. Like you're right. When the facehugger finally got the victim, the Asian girl, that was a good scene. That was out of it when she's fucked.
And it was fast, bro. It was like they got their thing off. They put her on the ship thinking she was okay, and then she cracks her chest. And it was like, holy shit!
Hmm.
It was just like a blink of an eye. But yeah, that scene was crazy. I liked how she was Rain was using her gun. It kind of reminded me of Ripley.
Mm.
How she's just shooting off all around. So I was like, oh, and just hear that sound. It's fun. I wish they had the numbers on the gun like they did in the second one. That would have been even better. But it was cool. The little symbol with the ammo on the side.
Yeah. My Reuben Thorne Award. I think I'm not sure. That's a hard one. Yeah, well, he gets my Reuben Thorne Award.
Yeah, it's a solid movie from start to finish. It's a pretty solid movie. Good storytelling.
probably when it's probably when Andy gets he gets pushed by the xenomorph and he sort of becomes a handicap on the ground.
Pushed by the yes.
Like, how did that happen? Like, what?
Yeah.
I didn't get that. Like, wasn't that how? Well,
Yeah, and he was like wasted for ages, eh?
yeah, it was a waste of ages.
Yeah, true. Weak. Weak ass.
So, man, any last words?
Man, can't wait for the next Alien movie to come out.
Hmm.
Or like a Prometheus version of it.
Hmm.
So I actually enjoyed that Prometheus one a lot. So
I'm gonna go watch it again. I missed a few things. I love a Covenant. I love
yeah,
that
Alien.
planet when they touch down on that planet and those like, yeah, there's all the fucked up shit that go on. Oh, that's scary. It's scary too.
Yeah, I like that story because it explained what. Because there's a lot of things of Prometheus that I saw and I was like, what is it? And the Alien Covenant explained the whole, all of that. So it answered a lot of questions. And I was like, man, that compliments the movie so mean.
Hmm.
And it was a good movie itself.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, even if you didn't watch Prometheus and you watched that movie, you could say, hey, that's a good movie. If you're into that kind of stuff.
Okay, bro. Where do you rank this movie out of all the Aliens movies?
Ooh.
What's your top 5?
My top, I would say top 3. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, because there's 5 of them. So, I have Aliens.
There's 7, 8, 9 if you count the Aliens versus Predator.
Oh, yeah, wait. Because it's Prometheus and Alien oh, shit. Can we just do top 3?
Yeah. I'm gonna do my top 5.
Okay. So Aliens will probably be my first.
Mm.
My second will be Prometheus, Alien Covenant, Alien Romulus, and Alien.
Is that your top 5? Okay, my top 5. My number 5 would be.
Oh, my number 1 was the first one. My number 5 was the last one I said. I went back to front.
Oh no, you can do whatever you want.
Good.
It doesn't matter. Okay, I'll start. My number 1 is actually Aliens, just like you.
Yeah.
And Alien is my number 2. I'm putting this one Romulus as my number 3. Yeah.
Okay.
And Covenant number 4.
4.
And I'm putting Prometheus number 5. So we got the same movies but different order.
Yes.
Yeah. No, it's good, man.
No. That was actually a real good movie. I was expecting the worst of it, but after it, I felt like, whoa. Well, I was still trying to process some of the scenes on there. There's some real gruesome scenes on there, eh? Real super gruesome scenes, but, if you get a chance to watch that movie, make sure you have your feet early.
I thought it was a solid movie. What do you give it out of 5? I give it. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5? Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Yeah.
Give it a solid 4. I was thinking that.
Yeah.
Not many times I give a 4 out, but yeah.
That means I give Aliens an Alien a 5. Yeah, I think I'll give those a 5.
Oh, hell yeah. Especially Aliens.
Yeah.
Watching, like honest to God, watching it again in the morning, I was like, because I was skipping through the movie, but I didn't skip through that when I watched the whole thing. I was like, man, this movie's still a badass. Like, especially with how they had that beacon. Oh, that's what one thing we forgot about. The tracker. Beep, beep. They kind of had one on there, but it wasn't that great.
No, it was a small version there.
Yeah, it wasn't as heavy duty as the one on Aliens.
Yeah, sweet, man. I think that's us. We have to do our review of Batman Cape Crusader. We'll do it sometime next week, bro.
All right, sweet. Sounds good to me, bro.
We'll probably do some more. We'll review some trailers. I heard the movie Trap. I heard that bombed.
Oh, real?
Yeah, and we talked about it at the movies, like Borderlands. That bombed too, That was like stank. Even the gamers that love the game thought the movie sucked,
Yeah, like because I haven't played the game. I played some of it, but even the game's awesome, bro. But when I saw the trailer for that movie, like the part with them driving in the car, and they go through that place where it smells like shit or whatever, or pee. And the first scene, I was like, nah, hell no, I'm not watching that shit. It's like fucking stupid.
All right, man. Sweet man. Sweet. Thanks for jumping on. To
All
everybody,
good, bro.
check us out next week. We'll jam some more movies and TV. Been
Yo,
watching Industry season 1. It's pretty good.
I
So I've
need to
heard
go
season
check it
3
out.
was dropped now, and it's really good. So checking out season 1 of. I watched the first 3 episodes of Industry,
Yeah.
and yeah, I'm enjoying it. I
Well,
think if you watch the first 3 in straight binge, then you're gonna have to finish it.
it's what's that on?
It's on Neil. Yeah. Thanks, Eric. Thanks for jumping on. See
Thank
you
you,
next week, man.
James. Sweet.
Bye.
Bye.